years plus, so I just go about it the same way each week, try to be as prepared as I can going into a Sunday, and then go play, rely on my teammates. I'm lucky that I'm surrounded by some really good ones. Try to get the ball in their hand and let them do their thing.
Considering all the things that could go wrong coming to a new team, anything in football, would you say that the start of your time with the Rams has gone about as well as it possibly could have been imagined? Or
I mean, yeah, as a team, we've had 3 opportunities to go out and win a game, and we've done it 3 times. What does that mean for this week? Not much. We got to go out there and do it again against a team that's 3-0, a division opponent that's playing at a really high level. So, for me, I'm just trying to prepare to play well, and that starts today out here on the practice field, Thursday, Friday, get some good practice in and make sure that I'm mentally sharp going into the game. And, no matter what week of the season that is or whatever, that's not going to change for me.
Matthew, I might not have phrased completely correct, but it looked like a moment between you and Van where you guys adjusted, checked into maybe a different play when you saw something, and then kind of adjusted on the fly. It was like a 6-yard pass to him. It was a close one. The defensive back kind of came away with it. He had signaled to you. He was aligned out to your left. He had signaled to you, and then
I'm trying to remember the play. Usually I can remember the plays.
But just, that aside, the communication factor of being able to adjust on the fly with these guys at times, is that starting to kind of feel a little bit more unspoken there? Yeah,
definitely. I think they're starting to get, used to, the guys on the perimeter are starting to kind of get used to how I like to operate sometimes, and I feel like, I'm adjusting to them as well, what their strengths are, what they're going to be, really good at, and just try to put them in position to succeed as much as I possibly can when I get the chance to, and try to put the ball in a good spot. Those guys are coming away with great plays.
How was your go ahead, Claudia.
Matthew, you have seen the Arizona defense, obviously. What are the challenges of that front line and that secondary?
Yeah, they're all really talented. At really all levels of the defense, they've got playmakers. Chandler's playing as good as anybody in the in the NFL at the end spot. JJ's still a great player. Both the backers are really good, aggressive, fast players, and then the guys in the back end are making plays on the ball too. So you turn the tape on, they jump off the screen at you, they can fly around. They got size, they got speed, athleticism, they're well coached. So it'll be another big challenge for us. There's a reason that they're a 3-0 football team. Their defense is playing at a high clip, so we've got a big challenge for us.
You've played them a bunch of times. The last 4 years, right?
Yeah, we've played them. I feel like I've played them a bunch in my career, and always a big challenge. Whether we were going to their place or they're coming to Detroit, always a big challenge. Led by a extremely high-powered offense now. Kyler's playing out of this world. Those guys are, on the outside are making great catches and getting open. So it's a tough task, I know, for our defense to go up against that offense, and it's a big task for us on offense to go up against their defense.
How was your experience on the Manning cast?
It was cool. It was good to talk to those guys again. I keep in touch with Peyton a little bit here and there, but it was fun to be on that. Watch them kind of do their thing, just kind of chirp along as much as I could, reminisce about some old Manning Passing Academy things. It was fun.
And does the term Super Bowl winning quarterback mean anything to you? To have that in front of your name, is that something that you kind of aspire to?
Yeah, definitely. The second you step in the league, you get a chance to do it. Anytime you get a chance to do it, you want it to happen. And didn't get it done in my 12 years in Detroit. And it's a week-to-week thing here. You got to go out there and continue to win football games, continue to prepare during the week, set yourself up to go be successful on Sunday, and that's the goal here.
Heroes call, is that something you guys talk about watching film a lot?
Oh, a hero call? No, that's an old term I had with the old coordinator back in Detroit. It's the only ref in the league that could have seen it was down at the half-yard line, but it was just a joke. So
the Cardinals defensive front, how have they been so successful at getting to the quarterback?
Just relentless effort. They're really talented, up front, but they all play with high motor and big-time effort as well. So it's a big challenge. Last week was a big challenge. Every week in the league, you look up and it's Khalil Mack and Hicks. It's, the guys from last week. It's every week there's somebody. And so our guys up front do such a great job of preparing not only individually for what their matchup is going to be, but for, schematically what they like to do, what we're going to do to try to combat it. I got to give a lot of credit to our guys up front for keeping me as clean as they have.
A lot of shots mentioned that your rapport with Brian Allen has been really strong. Just what is Brian doing specifically to make that successful? How have you guys been able to work so well together?
He's been great. He thinks like me, which is great. Thinks like the quarterback, and he sees things the way I see them. You know, he's making protection calls as I'm thinking them and saying them. You know, we kind of work together. You know, we talk through things at the line of scrimmage. I think that's the way it should be. You know, and just have a conversation up there about what we want to do, how do we want to try to accomplish the goal of the play, and go from there. So, no, you're good.
Matthew, protection aside, they have been protecting you very, very well. What is it like for a quarterback to, get the ball downfield and then see that the first couple players to reach that other player are two linemen?
Yeah, no, they, it's really fun to be around. That's how they practice. You know, Witt's the first guy running around on the field. He's always chasing everybody to the next drill. Corbett's was down there with D-Jack and all those guys. I mean, it's so fun to watch these guys celebrate. They, rightfully they know they're a huge part in the success of that play. Whether we score a touchdown, get a first down, whatever it is, it all starts with them. And they've done such a great job both in the run game and the pass game. They deserve a lot of credit for what we've been able to do, on the outside and the skill position spot. So, just happy those guys are having the success they are, and it's because they prepare the way they do.
A lot of your wide receivers and your head coach have complimented you on your game day calm demeanor. Is that a skill set you had to develop, or have you always been that way?
I think I've kind of, generally been that way as a player. I think I'm sure I've had moments where I wish I was a little bit calmer when I was younger, probably, but been able to try to overcome those and learn from them. We're not all perfect. We have instances where we wish we could be better. I've had those as well, and just wish that I just learn from them and try to move on and make sure they don't happen again. And I think, as the quarterback of a team, they're going to go as I go, and as long as I'm calm and steady and just on to the next play, whether we just scored a touchdown or had a bad play, a negative play, or a punt or whatever it was. It's about what's next and how we can operate at a high level with whatever comes next.
Do you have any kind of a mental routine you go through for a game? Or?
No, I mean, I think constantly throughout the week I'm playing the game in my head, trying to think about, issues that could come up and things that I like, don't like, things that, may cause us an issue here or there, and try to make sure that by the time game day comes, I've thought about just about everything I can think of, and so I can just go out there, react, and play.
What did you think of Whitworth's agility in terms of recovering that fumble when the ball came?
It was great. It was a huge play in the game. Those things are so valuable to our team. Ball security is such a huge part of what we try to do, and obviously we don't want to put it on the ground, but when we do, that's why those guys cover. That's why they run, and being able to jump on that ball was a huge play.
Picking up on Kurt's question, Sean was talking about how you recover well from when things don't go well, and slow start the other day, and then 4 straight scoring drives. Is that something that maybe you do better now than when you were young?
Yeah, I would think so. I got to give a bunch of credit to our defense too. You think about it. We don't have a scoring drive, we punt, or we have a turnover, or whatever it is. Our defense is doing such a great job of holding the other teams in check. You're going to get your opportunity again to go out and either take the lead again or tie the game or whatever it is. They're doing such a great job of holding our opponents to low scores. So it's a total team effort. I have a ton of confidence in everybody around me, and I'm just trying to go out there and do the best I can.
What's it like for you as a quarterback to watch a defense like that when you're on the bench, just watch them do their thing?
It's awesome, so many instances this year where they've just been able to kind of just bow their neck, whether they drive it down or we turn it over, they get it inside the 15, 10, 5, and Troy Reeder's making a pick, or D-Long's making a pick, or whatever it is. I mean, there's just so many great plays I can think of, 4th down stops that are huge plays in our season and huge plays in games. Ramsey sealing it. I can go on and on with just great plays that they've made, and I sit there and think, yeah, that's what I practice against every single day, so I get it. But it again is their preparation. They've been doing it all training camp, all season long, throughout the week, and then they go out there on Sunday and can play, with a quiet mind and play confident.
All set? Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Appreciate it.